We have a 24/7 helpline number, and the number is displayed prominently on the High Commission of India website. If some emergency passport is required, we give that as well. And we provide all necessary support to the person who is affected by such a situation. There are issues when somebody faces difficulties here because we have a large diaspora and they are spread over all parts of New Zealand. Many people don't know that they should contact the High Commission, that their first call should be to us. And we have a lot of community organizations which are supporting these activities, such as the Malayali Association.
Namaste, Namaskaram and Kia ora to all the viewers of Ocean News. About 2.5 lakh Indians are settled here in New Zealand. Like Indians in any other foreign country, Indian community faces their own sets of challenges and issues here. And the core organization responsible for taking care of the concerns of the diaspora, Indian diaspora here, is the High Commission of India in Wellington. And to talk more about the services of the High Commission and to talk about the services available for the Indian community here, I am joined today by none other than Her Excellency Neeta Bhushan ji, High Commissioner of India to Wellington, also High Commissioner of India to Samoa, Niue, Vanuatu and Cook Islands. So welcome ma'am to the interview.
Thank you, Meera. Hello to all your viewers. Namaste, Namaskaram and Kia ora. It's lovely to be here with you all this afternoon.
Thanks ma'am. So ma'am, maybe can we start the interview by asking you some of the core services provided by the High Commission of India for the community here that people may be necessarily not aware of?
Yes, thank you for that question. We provide a range of services for our diaspora members. These include passport renewal services, issue of a new passport, visa services, OCI card, renunciation, surrender, attestation services, and registration of births, deaths of Indian nationals, to name some of the services that we provide. In addition, in case of any emergency as well, we look after the welfare of our citizen and we provide help in whatever way we can. So there are a lot of services that we provide. In terms of cultural activities, we support Indian art, dance, music, drama and various art forms, and I know that a number of diaspora members are engaged in propagating the art forms and they run schools, etc. So we work with them and we support them and we help them to reach out to even greater audiences and to our Kiwi friends on a regular basis.
Thanks ma'am, that's a good overview of some of the services of the High Commission. Then, something that we notice is sometimes there's this unfortunate event of a relative's death or a family member getting sick, and during those times, how can the High Commission be of assistance to the community?
Yes, we have a 24/7 helpline number, which is called the emergency number, and the number is displayed prominently on the High Commission of India website. And the moment somebody reaches out to us, we provide all support. In the case of any emergency of concerning a loved one in India, if a emergency visa is required, we immediately issue it within an hour or so. If some emergency passport is required, we give that as well. And we provide all necessary support to the person who is affected by such a situation. And we always say that our doors are always open and people should just come to us and reach out and we will help them out.
Thanks ma'am. I'm sure the community really appreciate the efforts taken by the High Commission here. Ma'am, something that I've noticed personally is how since your arrival you have hosted a number of events here at the High Commission and in Wellington and elsewhere in New Zealand. And you have also made initiatives to engage with the diverse ethnic communities here. So I was wondering if you could talk more about some of the challenges you faced or some of the opportunities you have as an Indian High Commissioner in New Zealand.
Yes, thank you Meera for that question. As the Indian High Commissioner in New Zealand, there are lots of opportunities and it's a huge privilege to be working in the High Commission at this critical juncture. I would say that it is, an honor to be part of the various developments that are happening here and to contribute to enhancement of relations between our two countries. And the diaspora numbers are growing, so that also provides a lot of opportunities as well as challenges. We try to provide efficient services within the stipulated time, and that is of course a challenge that we should not take even one day longer than what we have said on our website, that if a service has to be provided in a certain time frame, we try to stick to that. There are issues when somebody faces difficulties here, because we have a large diaspora and they are spread over all parts of New Zealand. So many people don't know that they should contact the High Commission, that their first call should be to us rather than to any other organization. And we have a lot of community organizations which are supporting these activities, such as the Malayali Association. I remember that a few months ago, several people from Kerala had got involved in some sort of scam, and they had landed here. And I requested the Malayali community in Auckland to help them out, and they did. And some of them said that they would like to go home, and High Commission provided the tickets so that they could go home as well. So it is, it's a lot of, it's a very important role in that sense, and we are very conscious of the huge responsibility that we have. One of the other challenges that we are facing is that there is no direct connectivity between India and New Zealand. So people have to come via other countries, and then they need visas, and they reach out to us to help them get those visas of, say, Australia or Singapore or so on. And we try and do our best to assist them in that process. But I'm very hopeful that if in future we get these direct flights, the diaspora will be even more, it will be convenient for them to visit their homeland once in a while.
Yeah. I thank you on behalf of not just the Malayali community, but also on behalf of all ethnic communities for their efforts. That kind of touches base to the next question that I had to ask about. In recent years, especially I think post-COVID, we see so many visa scam incidents. And so wondering if there's any official actions taken on behalf of the High Commission to prevent or to reduce the number of visa scamming incidents done by specifically Indian agents.
Yes, so we are constantly advising Indian nationals to be very mindful of any job offer, and to check the job offer through either the High Commission of India here in Wellington, or New Zealand High Commission in Delhi, or any of the consulates, and apply for a visa, or do any process through an authorized person only. Either directly, the best way is to do directly with the High Commission, but it has been brought to our notice that some agents are involved in such visa scams. As we saw last year, over 145 or maybe more than that.
That's a big number.
Yeah, Indian nationals came to New Zealand, and they had job offers, and they had valid visas, but once they reached Auckland, they realized that there was no job. So they were duped by somebody, and they got stuck here. So in that case also, we liaised with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Trade and the Immigration Department, and we worked with them to get the visas changed into another category so that they could work elsewhere as well. And we helped them with board and lodging for a couple of weeks till they found new jobs and their visa was changed to a different category. So we are also continuously working with our ministry in New Delhi, and we are also trying to, through the ministry, tell our nationals that please be very careful how you apply for a job and how you accept the offer. Everything must be properly verified.
So verification is quite key.
Quite key to all these, handling of such scams and to prevent such incidents from occurring again.
Yeah, that's very informative. That's really informative to know. Now, ma'am, out of curiosity, you're also the first woman High Commissioner of India to New Zealand. So I'm just wondering if you could just reflect back on your journey and probably share with us some of the experiences you had.
Let me say that it is indeed a great privilege and honor to be the first woman High Commissioner of India to New Zealand, and that I'm really thankful to our government and Honorable Prime Minister, Honorable Shri Narendra Modi ji, who is a big champion for women empowerment. And in India, we see a lot of women in very important positions. So my journey, of course, started in the Indian Foreign Service nearly 30 years ago in 1994. And as a career diplomat, I was posted in various countries such as Japan, Bangladesh, Germany, UAE, and the US. And had the opportunity to work in various departments in the ministry and also in the Ministry of Finance. And then, I came to this position. I am really thankful to my parents, I would say, who always encouraged me to be independent, to take up my passions. And they all stood by my side, and my family, my husband and children also supported me to, follow my dreams and passions. And so here I am. And it is quite a challenging role because, of course, you have to balance as a woman. I'm also a mother, a wife, and a daughter. And it requires a little bit of a balancing act, but I have enjoyed it tremendously. And I would encourage a lot of young women who feel the passion for foreign service and international relations to take up this job and prove that, India is such a great country and women have been part of such roles for many years.
Thanks, ma'am. Your incredible journey, I'm sure, is definitely like an inspiration to young women and everyone. Thanks for sharing as a part of it. Now, ma'am, to conclude our interview today, what is your message for the diverse ethnic communities of Indians here in Aotearoa or Wellington and New Zealand?
Yeah, let me say that we really value our diaspora, and the contributions that the Indian diaspora is making here in New Zealand is enormous. In every walk of life, our members are there in political field, social, economic, and cultural fields as well. And a number of them are in the business arena. So the diaspora is contributing in a very big way to enhancing bilateral relations between India and New Zealand. And my message would be that please continue what you are doing. Continue to be the bridge between India and New Zealand. And the reputation that the Indian diaspora enjoys of being a very hardworking, sincere community really makes us feel very proud of all members of the diaspora.
That's a great note to end the interview with, I think. So on behalf of Ocean News, once again, ma'am, thank you so much for finding a time for us. And the viewers of Ocean News, on behalf of viewers of Ocean News, I thank you for taking this time out. I'm sure the viewers found this interview very helpful and insightful. And we'll come up again with more such interviews that are informative for the Indian community here in Wellington and in larger New Zealand. Until then, signing off from Wellington, Meera Muralidharan for Ocean News.